What is up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Goats Golf Highlights. Thank you for your patience as I was recovering my voice, even though it's still not 100%, but I wasn't going to leave all, 120-something of you hanging. So thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share, leave comments and stuff and things, all right? Remember, there are links down in the bio for Swannies, Pinned, Squares. If you want to get hooked up with some discounts or get some free stuff with your purchases, make sure you check those out. I'm just trying to make golf more affordable for you. So my voice goes out. I apologize in advance. Interesting week in golf. It was a lot of fun. Scotty Scheffler is back with a just dominant performance. He has switched putters. So a little bit about this putter switch for you. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible for you guys here. So he's obviously been putting poorly, even though he's had one round over par since August, something ridiculous. But not the point right now. During the finals, when he was during the playoffs last year, when he was struggling with his putting, he switched to a spider putter, a prototype. What was so unique about this was it was actually like a milled face kind of drilled into it, and it was in his bag for a little bit. Didn't do much for him. We went back, switched to a couple of different putters, but this time he went back to the spider putter. So a couple of things that's funny about this is Rory just said, I'd love to see him in a mallet, but selfishly, I'm glad he's not, because if he was in one, he'd probably win more tournaments. Well, all it took was 1 week with the mallet, and Scotty won a tournament. And then on top of all of that, he doesn't have the milled face. He has the pure roll insert in it as well. So he actually has all the weight in the back, pure roll insert. And what's super cool about this is it just makes it super high MOI. It's a very forgiving putter. And this just goes to show all of you people out there that want to play difficult clubs, maybe you shouldn't. Make the game easier for yourself. I understand I'm a little glutton for punishment. I have some blades in my set, but only in my wedges. Make the game simple. Don't make it more difficult. It's not an ego boost out there. It's not as much fun out there playing the hardest golf clubs to hit. Maybe you feel good about yourself, but I promise you in your bad days, it's not going to be good. You should be focusing on raising your bottom floor, the ground floor, not the ceiling, all right? You raise the ground floor, your golf game is going to get significantly better, all right? But Scotty's back with the win. He's going to see if he can defend the Players, the 50th year at the Players. And from my understanding, no one has ever defended their title at the Players Championship. But I think Scotty can do it. If you put anything like last week, he can do it. I think he was only 5th in strokes gained putting, too, which is just scary because he's probably number 1 in every other category. But he doesn't even need to be the best putter to clear it out by 5 strokes. So that's wild to me that he won by 5 strokes and he was 5th place in putting. So imagine if he got real hot with the putter. No one would even stand a chance. His ball striking is always phenomenal. A little controversy there. We had Wyndham Clark with the ball movement. I don't know if you've seen the video or not. Very interesting. I saw the video. I'm going to be honest. The ball did move. It did move. They said they reviewed it. There was no foul play or anything there. I will say this. People going after him go if it was Patrick Reed, it was Patrick Reed. Here's the reason why people had an issue with Patrick Reed. It's because he would get caught doing something wrong, and then he would defend it and then plead ignorance to it. Reed is just known for being a sneaky doucher. He's just not a good guy. Maybe he'll sue me for defamation for saying that, but everyone agrees he's kind of a piece of crap. He really is. And I know people in the golf business that have said the same. People don't like him because he's known for cheating. So Wyndham's not known for cheating. I think this was a mishap. I think he was pissed off about how he's playing. He's trying to see what club is going to work for him. I think it just wasn't even on his radar. But to put him in the category of Patrick Reed, get over yourself, people. Golf fans, you guys are toxic individuals. Let me tell you, you find every way to latch on to bring them all down. Don't you want golf to succeed? Golf should succeed because it's successful, not because it's just drama. This just shows what other sports have done. We need the drama, the trades, the arguing, the this and that. That's your appeal. Your appeal is that it's controversial. Why can't we just have good gamesmanship and sportsmanship? All right. Maybe he was malicious about it, but there's nothing on this dude's track record whatsoever that says that he was malicious. So, let it go. Let him go. Just forget it. And it's Wyndham Clark. He's been on a heater lately, in my opinion. He might be the real deal. I don't think he was a one-hit wonder, but we'll see. Just give him a break. I'm not saying give him a free pass, but let it go. Okay. I'm sure he'll be asked about it to the Players, and maybe we'll hear what he has to say about it then. So there's that. Then let's see. Jay Monahan opened his mouth again. Be honest, I didn't listen to a whole lot of it because everything that comes out of that dude's mouth is a lie. And he's just a sneaky douchebag looking for the golden parachute because once this deal is done, guarantee you he is out the door and he's going to take the money. So completely to hell with him. Don't care what Monahan has to say. I hope he is sued and ends up broke in a gutter, to be honest with you. That was me. I don't mean that 110%. Like maybe 85% true. That's what I mean on that. So let's go to Live Golf. Abraham Ancer got his very first win on Live Golf. Congratulations. I always liked him. I was sad to see him go. I wish him the best. So it's cool to see him. I like little guys. I'm not a very big guy myself. So seeing a little guy win is always super rad. We had Joaquin Niemann one stroke back from the playoff. That's wild to me because dude's tearing it up. I'm telling you, this is the year of Niemann. We're going to see him compete in at least 2 majors. I honestly think he's putting on the green jacket this year. I'm calling it right now. I think a Live player is going to put on the green jacket this year, unless Scheffler's putter. I think it's Scheffler or somebody from Live. That's the only competition that I really see right now. Rory has not proven anything to me so far. I love him, but his iron play, proximity to the hole is hot garbage right now. So you definitely need to get that worked out by Augusta because we know, unfortunately, his putting isn't good enough to carry him around that course. So, but congrats to Abraham Ancer, Joaquin Niemann. Keep up the amazing work. Anthony Kim was 6 shots clear of the person in last place, which I know is a weird thing to kind of talk about. That's a focus point right now for us. But he shot a flat around 65. And fun fact here, I found out his set isn't even fit for him. He's playing clubs that aren't fit for him. That's just wild to me. That just shows you how much talent the guy has. And maybe getting them fit shaves off some strokes. He is playing in an Asian Tour event this week in Macau, M-A-C-A-U, I think is how you spell it. If I said it wrong, I apologize. But hey, he's getting the Asian Tour start, and this will be his last start before he has his first start in the United States in Miami. So, yeah, hopefully he plays well. I want to see him play well. I have a feeling he spent a lot of time in Miami, not criticizing him. It looks like the dude's gone through some rough times, and I'm glad he seems very grateful and very stoked to be where he's at. And he's a lot of emphasis on family and his second chance. So as much as it's so easy to criticize certain things, and as golfers, we know what we're talking about. I really don't want to go into it because I don't want to be that guy. I think we should be supporting him every step of the way. It's good to have him back. So, yes. So the players this week, no one's defended it. What's going to happen, guys? I think Scheffler might win it. I'm taking Hideki outside of Scheffler because Hideki's been on one lately. He's been up there. So I'm taking Hideki. I think, let's say about 18 under is my pick for him. I think that's what I did for pin golf. I can't remember. I like 2 different choices, 2 different decisions that I made there. But I like Scheffler. If Scheffler's putting is working even a little bit, he's going to run away with it, be the first one to defend it, which I think would be great because he needs to set a record do something that no one's ever really done before. Tiger and everyone that came before him seemed to own like every single record. It'd be cool to see him do something that no one else has done before. So Tiger's not in the players. I misspoke. That was my bad. I don't know what he's doing. To be honest with you, like it makes no sense to me for him not to be in this field unless maybe he's just super pissed off and he's super focused. He's going to go do his own thing and maybe try to make a run at the Masters. It just doesn't compute with me. I feel like he would need competitive rounds in order to make that happen. I don't know. I'd leave a thought in the comments what you think Tiger's doing. I'm not a fan of this decision, but who am I to speak for one of the greatest golfers of all time? So I go in there with that perspective. At least I'm willing to admit that maybe I don't know everything. Social justice, YouTube warriors here. Like, I don't know everything. So who the hell knows? Maybe he has a good reason for it. Maybe he's an injury. Maybe he has something going on with his son. Who knows? Just curious. What do you think he's doing? What do you think he's missing this week? Because I absolutely have no idea. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So little fun facts here. I got to go after a brand. I've never done this. But little rant session here. This was brought to my attention by Jay Butler. So Jay Butler is an apparel company who I really appreciate. I've actually met him before. He's a great guy. He's all about giving back. Like he actually means it when he says give back. It's not like the Live Golf guys like, oh, we're growing the game. Like, no, you're not growing the game. Like some of you are. Like Bryson is doing great. Like what he's doing with his money is absolutely phenomenal. But like he's this guy. Okay, anyways, Jay Butler, he is legitimately trying to give back to the game. Keeps all of his apparel crazy low prices. Unbelievably good apparel for the price as well. There is a brand that Dustin Johnson is now, like, I guess, the face of. It's called Extracurricular. And they have something, I'm just looking at my phone here, just so I don't get this wrong. A Miller hooded sweater. Heather Charcoal is the color of it all. and it is charged. They want $324 for a hooded sweater, also known as a hoodie, because they say that, oh, it's the cashmere. So, sorry, if you've ever seen Seinfeld cashmere, hilarious, right? It is 78% cotton, 17% nylon, 3% cashmere, 2% spandex. This is the problem with golf right now in apparel, and I'm glad that other brands are starting to come up. This gatekeeping, whatever you want to call it, you are paying for a logo. That is what you're paying for. You're not helping anybody, by the way. Like the stories I've heard about some of these big brands, what you're paying for lavish parties, you're paying for their trips, you're not paying for their apparel. You're paying for whatever good time they want to have with your money. And I'm sorry, I don't know if you've taken a look around the economy lately. That's just like, why would you support that? Now that you have this information, why would you willingly support somebody that is just completely taking advantage of you? There are amazing apparel companies out there that deserve your money, that actually give back to the community, that aren't trying to destroy your wallet, and actually respect the fact that maybe you can't afford a $300 hoodie. So brands like Extracurricular can absolutely shove it. And we need more brands like Jay Butler. Even Swannies is really, really good. I love my Swannies. I love my Swannies gear. Stop paying hundreds of dollars for things that cost 40 to 50. All right? Stop it. You're only contributing to the chaos. You're only making the issue worse. So stop this madness, all right? You really want to take back the golf business? Stop giving them your money. So yeah, it's just absolutely bogus to me. Make sure you check out Jay Butler, though. He is going after these apparel companies, calling them out. He's showing you what's in their fabric. He's comparing it to the brand. Dude is absolutely brilliant. And all these big brands are going to go down. It's just a matter of time. So I can't wait to see what he does. And I'm actually very grateful to be associated with him. I own a pair of his joggers. And let me tell you, they are my favorite pants, hands down, second to none. So I hope you enjoyed this show. Ran a little bit longer. I have so much more I'd like to talk about, but I'm trying to keep this short form for you. But yes, Players Championship this week. I like Scotty Scheffler. Justin Thomas is a good pick. I do have Hideki. I guess I'll see you all for my fantasy team lineup. Why not? Maybe you guys can completely roast me, or maybe you won't. Who knows? Let's go into this. So, of course, I have Scotty Scheffler. That would be dumb of me not to. Hideki Matsuyama. Told you. Doug Gim playing sneaky good. Really, really, really good golf. No one pays attention to him. He's U.S. Amateur Champion. I saw him win it. This little guy has good game. I don't know how we'll get around the Players, but every performance this year, he's been absolutely fantastic. Russell Henley has been on a bit of a heater. He's peaking at the right time. Good dude is usually good for roughly 2 to 4 starts before he starts tail spinning again. I'm not saying I want him to. I want him to play well. Historically, 2 to 4, he gets hot. That's about it. But he's peaking right now. Someone to consider. Justin Thomas had to. He's always historically played well here. He's seen the weekend every time he's played this event. He's never missed a cut, I believe. And then last, we have Nick Taylor, just because he has been on a bit of a heater too. And I got to pick a Canadian. There's always a good Canadian that plays well in the event. I'm going Nick Taylor just because he's played better than everyone else. So, again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the stuff and things. Leave comments. Share with your buddies. Watch this with your favorite pet. Mine is sitting next to me. I don't know if she's my favorite one, though. That's not the point right now. So, again, thank you. Remember, what's the best that could happen? I'm sending my love to all of you. Deuces.